Okay, this has like been a hectic day. This is the last time I'm doing this video. I actually was just on my way to come back and I got all these channeled messages, probably because of the video that I just uploaded, but whatever. This is going to be about the power of names. I just want to use my own name to give you guys an example of how you can strip down portions of your life and see how they're applicable to your journey along the way. I am adopted. I started off being baby girl. They just automatically, obviously, if it's an adult, then they'll say Jane or John Doe. But with little kids or babies, they say John or Jane. So John or Jane Doe, okay? That's just the way that they are able to, especially when you're adopted, that's the way that they're able to identify you amongst the crowds of people was who your mother is. Specifically, they put baby girl or baby boy, and then they put your birth family's last name. So whatever little remnants of your biological family that you've got left, they tack it on the back, and that's your name, baby girl blank. Okay. So in this case, we'll just use baby girl Jane Doe. Okay. So that's the beginning of my journey was there. I was then actually baptized in a Native American church. So a lot of my experience has been through Native American culture growing up. That's the masculine side. So you just saw the rabbit. Here's the snake. This is the life. This is my path as I go, right? My name at that time was Moonlit Valley Singing is my Native American name. And that goes with, sorry, I'm going to shuffle these again, but that goes with kind of those are the two preordained kind of readings that I got off of my name initially when I started to digest it. Moonlit Valley Singing always reminds me of that as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. There's a lot of energy surrounding darkness. Obviously, if it's moonlit, it means it's darkness. Not being able to necessarily see your path, even though the moon is lit up, but singing your way through it, being able to talk your way, or when I think about singing, I just think about letting go. I can't sing to save my life, but I will for God, like in a choir or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so like the overall idea of your name is not something that's supposed to trip you up. It's supposed to actually remove some of the jealousy, some of the evil eye, or self-defeating. You see us eating his own tail? Self-defeating energies that could be in your way. In foster care, my name was Jessica. They changed it from baby girl Jane Doe to Jessica, right? So that was my moment of kind of being able to rise from the ashes, from being associated with like a Jane Doe, a dead entity or a dead human's name and vibration, to having my own identity. That was my first, from birth out of the womb, that was my first name. My first flight was Jessica, right? Then I was adopted. And out of that adoption, my name became Nadia. So from Jessica to Nadia, okay? Jessica means behold the rich God. That's literally the definition. Behold the rich God, okay? And because that's the meaning of it, it does mean that God is somehow watching or somehow witnessing or bestowing some type of wealth onto, your stomping grounds here, okay? The other meaning of Nadia, this is the other illuminations or the other clarification, so spotlight on the name. In Arabic, it means something like the morning dew on the leaves, or that moisture that's on the leaves in the morning. It can also mean God's promise. I think, I'm not sure if that's what it is, but Elpis means Nadia in Greek. That's the way you would spell it, is Elpis. So it's E-L-P-I-S, or that's what it looks like at least. Elpis was the Greek goddess who is associated with Pandora. So Pandora is obviously, if you've heard of Pandora's box, she has the woes of the world inside of a box because she's got this knowledge. It was given to her, and she's not supposed to open it, or at least not supposed to share the contents of it with anybody else, because it's, as soon as she opens it, all of the contents come screaming out into the world, and Pandora's box has officially been opened. That's that energy here. So you see that the horns on the top of this gazelle's head, that's the warning on the top of Pandora's box. I'm almost feeling like the mystery of Pandora's box. You see how this is a circular thing here, and you've got a triangle. I don't know why, but I'm almost feeling like that's the mystery. Is like, you know, everyone wants to know how to fit a round peg into a square hole. That's what's inside Pandora's box, is something like that knowledge. And it's not something that everyone can handle. You can't handle the truth. No, just kidding. But seriously, that's, for me personally, my definition of what would be hell coming out of a box is probably going to look very different from your definition of what hell coming out of a box might look like, you know? So that's very much a personal journey, but I'm just trying to give you an example. And on top of that, when you're looking into your name, you might want to look into also the other people who have your name, what their life path has looked like. You can also look at where it's been applicable. I know for Nadia, for example, if we wanted to tear it apart even more, we would say Na is salt. It's sodium on the periodic table of elements or whatever. Then it's like dia, or a day in Spanish, or dia, you know? So if you're going to have a salty day, a very bad day, that could be you walking through a valley without being able to see where you're going, and only being able to go by what you hear. Moonlit Valley singing. That's the parting of the valley right there. This is the moon. There's the valley, and well, this was the gazelle. But, you know, the spotlight was on the gazelle, so maybe she was up on the stage singing or something like that. Yeah, there goes the gazelle again. I just put that down, and it came right back out. In any case, I think that's the point, is to be able to succinctly, in a very quick way, kind of put together the pieces of the puzzle for yourself. You can obviously have really poignant meanings, and then some that may not hit home with you, and that's fine. It is going to depend, and you know, some of these things could have happened already in your past. Some of them could have may be happening in the future. In my case, wanting to inspire, offer hope, uplift myself in the future generations that I can pass these videos on to you, or that who are interested in what I'm talking about, they can use this knowledge as a stepping stone for themselves, and as a starting place. I didn't have a lot of the starfish came out, so as a stepping stone for themselves in a spiritual journey of some type. Oh, the bee. That's the bottom of the deck. But this is the point of it all, is to walk down the beach and to pick up starfish that you see laying on the ground and throw them back into the water. In their own respect, starfish are air. I mean, they're stars. So they are a reflection of as above, so below. And I think for that to take flight, it is very much the same thing. You can start with the grounding, or what on earth or in the water could possibly your life end up being. So from the very first moment that you were a ball of energy rushing towards existence on this world, then was your purpose to walk up and down the beach and throw starfish back? Or was it to be a beekeeper? Was it to do both? Or was it to do something totally different? You'll know for yourself how this is going to play out, how this is relevant, how this is pertinent, and why this actually, knowing the origin of your name. All right, we started off in an amniotic sac of fluid as a star to our parents, right? And then we grow up and are able to pollinate or move from point to point in our life, seeding new tiny little, leaving little tiny crumbs of who we are behind. And since this beautiful frontal facing appendage of ours happens to work auditorily, you can receive, we've got a microphone and some receivers. We've got olfactory senses and we've got vision. So all of those things can take flight. These are the other senses that we have yet to find. So if you think about how loud is this as a starfish, they're not loud. How loud are bees? Oh yeah, you can hear the buzz of the hive when it's really close to you. You can't hear, if there's a pissed off hive of bees, you can hear them. If there's a pissed off group of starfish, there's no sound. So the point of it is that along your journey, as you're walking your path in this life, to keep your eyes not only to the sky for that moment of liftoff for yourself, and obviously for me this would be seeing something that I can do to help, to add hope back into the water, to add dreams, wishes, illumination. That's the singing, Moonlit Valley singing. So maybe instead of being scared, one of my gifts could be to add hope for myself or for someone else along the beaches. Who knows, right? But either way it goes, it takes more than one person throwing the starfish back or understanding their purpose, their power, the meaning behind their name, starfish, in order to go ahead and take flight so that you can fish for the stars way up high and find like something way sunnier out there that you can reach towards one way or the other, because there's a lot of things under the sun. But this right here is a pretty cool mission, pretty cool purpose to have. So I just want to encourage you guys. We'll see what comes after the bee here. So we got the starfish, the bee, yeah, so the earthworm, ungrounding of dirt. You want to dig up the dirt on your name, find out where it came from, and then be able to transmute that energy what your official what your official documents say, what your original identification, ethnicity, nationality is. That can be a really big, like I said, my name is Elpis in Greek. So it really helped me in unboxing a lot of my own personal knowledge that I need to keep for myself and that I can also share with the world to some degree, right? That then becomes something that I can do when I'm ready. This is the climb outward, from the inside out. So that's this is the zebra mentality that is literally staring back at all of us. We've all got our own unique stripes, our own unique stars and stripes. We've all got our own unique signature that we started off with here in the beginning. We were dropped into a bassinet as a child, or into our family's arms, right? Dropped right here, along with this colorful piece of information that then we get to write our own story on the pages of black and white. What's black and white and red all over? I don't know. You'll have to read the story of the starfish to find out. But I do know this is a really great place to start if what you're looking for is to find the Garden of Eden for yourself. Eat well, sleep well, be well. I'll catch you guys next time. If you like this, please comment, share, subscribe, and good luck with looking up your names. Tell me if you find anything juicy. Bye.